Great good morning officers. I Sumit Kumar Singh welcome all of you in Magatputra YouTube channel. My dear friends, today in this video we are going to discuss the optional paper Mathematics paper 1 and paper 2 of UPSC Civil Services main examination optional subject of Mathematics. So we will start with paper 1 of Mathematics. Then after paper 1 we will also look the paper 2 syllabus of Mathematics optional subject of UPSC Civil Services main examination. So if you are the first time on my channel Magatputra DREAM-IAS, then like it, share it as well as subscribe it for daily current affairs, point wise summary and up to date related to UPSC Civil Services preparation. So let us start. The first point is linear algebra, vector space over R and C, linear dependence and independence, subspaces, basis, dimensions, linear transformations, ranks and nullity, matrix of linear transformation. Algebra of matrix, row and column reductions, echelons form, congruence and similarity, rank of matrix, inverse of matrix, solution of a system of linear equations, eigenvalues and eigenvectors, characteristics, polynomials के लिए Hamilton theorem, symmetric, skew symmetric, Hermitian, skew Hermitians, orthogonals and unitary matrices and the eigenvalues. In point number 2, the calculus. The real numbers function of real variables, limits, continuity, differentiability, mean value theorem, Taylor's theorem with remainders, intermediate forms, maxima and minima, asymptotes, curves, tracing, functions of the 2 or the 3 variables, limits, continuity, partial derivatives, maxima and the minima, Lagrange's methods of multipliers, Jacobians. Randmann's definition of definite integrals, indefinite integrals, infinite and improper integral, double and triple integrals, evaluation techniques only, area, surface and volumes. In point number 3, analytics geometry, Cartesians and polar coordinations in the 3 dimensions, second degree equations in the 3 variables, reduction of canonical form, straight lines, shortest distance between the 2 skew lines, planes, sphere, cone, cylinder, paraboloid, ellipsoid, hyperboloid of one of the 2 sets and their properties. In point number 4, ordinary differential equations, formulation of differential equations, equation of the first order in the first degree, integrating factor, orthogonal trajectory, equations of the first order but not of first degree, clear cut equations and singular solution. Second and higher order linear equations with consonant coefficients, complementary functions, particular integral and general solution. Second order linear equation with variable coefficients, Euler's Cauchy equations. Determination of a complete solution when one solution is known using method of variation of parameters. Laplace and inverse Laplace transforms and their properties. Laplace transforms of elementary functions. Applications to initial value problems for second order linear equations with constant coefficients. In point number 5, dynamics and statics, rectilinear motion, simple harmonic motions, motion in a plane, projectiles, constants, motion, work and energy, conservation of energy, Kepler's law, orbits under the central forces, equilibriums of a system of particles, work and potential energy, frictions, common Cantor's principles of virtual work, stability of equilibrium of forces in the 3 dimensions. In point number 6, Scalars and vector fields, differentiation of the vector fields of scalar variables, gradient, divergence, and the curls in Cartesians and cylindrical coordination, higher order derivatives of vectors, identities, and vector equations. Application to geometry, curves in space, curvatures and torsion, secret Fourinet's formula, Gauss's and Stokes theorems, Green's identities. Now we will see the paper 2 of mathematics. Optional civil services, mains examination. So in point number 1, it's algebra, groups, subgroups, a cyclic group, co-sets, Lagrange's theorem, normal subgroups, cosines group, homomorphism of groups, basic isomorphism theorems, permutations group, Cayley's theorem, rings, subrings and ideals, homomorphisms of ring, integral dominion, principles, ideal dominions, Euclidean dominion and unique factorizations dominions, fields, quotient field. In point number 2, real analysis. Real number system as an outer field with a list, upper bound property, sequences, limit of sequences, Cauchy sequences, completeness of real lines, series of its convergence, absolute and conditional convergence of a series of real and complex terms, rearrangement of series, continuity and uniform continuity of functions, properties of continuous functions on compact sets, remanence integral, improper integrals, fundamentals theorem of integral calculus, uniform convergence, continuity, differentiability and interability for sequences and series of functions, partial derivatives of functions of several 2 or 3 variables, maxima and minima. In point number 3, complex analysis, analytic function, Cauchy's Riemann's equation, Cauchy's theorem, Cauchy's integral formula, power series, representation of an analytic function, Taylor series, singularities, Lorentz series, Cauchy's residues theorem, contours integrations. In point number 4, linear programming. Linear programming problems, basic solution, basic feasible solution, optimal solution, graphical methods and simplex method of solution, duality, transportation and assignment problems. In point number 5, partial differential equations. Family of surfaces in 3 dimensions and formulation of partial differential equations. Solution of quasi-linear partial differential equations of the first order. Cauchy's method of the characteristics linear partial differential equations of the second order with consonant coefficients. Canonical forms, equation of a vibrating string, heat equation and Laplace equations and their solution. In point number 6, numerical analysis and computing program. Numerical analysis and computer programming. Numerical methods, solution of algebraic and transcendental equations of one variable by section, regula fallacy and Newton's Raphson's method, solution of a system of linear equations by Gaussian's eliminations and Gauss's Jordan direct and Gauss's Seitzel's iterative methods, Newton's forward and backward and interpolations, Lagrange's interpolations, numerical integrations, trapezoidal's rule, Simophon's rule, Gaussian's quadrature formulas, or numerical solution of ordinary differential equations, Euler's and Runge-Kutter's methods, computer programming, Venn system, arithmetic and logical operation on numbers, octal and hexadecimal system, conversion to a form decimal system, algebra of binary numbers, elements of computer system and concept of memory, basic logic, gate and truth, tables, Boolean algebra, normal forms, representation of unsigned integers, signed integers in real or double precisions, real and long integers, algorithms and the flow chart for solving numerical analysis problems. Point number 7, mechanics and the fluid dynamics. Generalized coordinates. D'Alembert's principle and Lagrange's equations, Hamilton equation, moment of inertia, motion of rigid bodies in 2 dimensions, equation of continuity, Euler's equation of motion for inviscid flow, streamlines, path of particles, potential flow, 2-dimensional of axisymmetric motion, sources and sinks, vortex motion, Navier-Stokes equation for a viscous fluid. So these are the main point, and I summarize in front of you words by word and main point of paper 2 of mathematics, optional subject of UPSC Civil Services Mains Examination. So I think you got it by words and words, and if you are the students of engineering or science background, then it is one of the also scoring subject, one of the most scoring subject of the UPSC Mains Examination in the optionals paper. So I summarize both paper 1 and paper 2 in front of you. So if you like it, then share with your friends who are also preparing for maths optional and who are in the choice of taking mathematics as an optional subject of UPSC Civil Services. So like it, share it, as well as subscribe it for my channel Magad Putra for daily current affairs, point-wise summary and up-to-date analysis related to UPSC Civil Services preparation. So thank you. Have a great day.